Hi.
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 Doctor.
This is madness. This is...
Mommy and Daddy are yelling at you.
What's an Eiffel Tower, stupid?
I'm playing with my tits.
Oh, fuck your opening.
Who's bunghole bunny?
It's really a bad idea not to talk about those things, not to really have some kind of dialogue about what's going on.
Whatever shall we talk about?
Hi, and welcome to Pokin It with a Stick podcast for 8/15/2015. So,
Hi.
and it's just Jim and me, so we're just gonna have a bitch fight and no, and leave it at that. No,
That's fine.
no. The blind guy Jay is trying to get on, but he can't see the button to push. So,
Aw,
oh, poor Jay.
he'll be all right.
Anyway,
Yes.
seems like everybody, like I was looking on Facebook, everybody is being lazy today. I don't know why. Oh, our porn theme tonight is swimming pools and porn stars.
Oh, bitch fight.
So it can be interpreted any way, together or separately.
Or bitch fights.
Or bitch fights. What should we talk about, Jim?
I don't know. It's your show.
Oh, great.
How was your week, Gavin? Tell us what you did.
Nothing. I worked and slept. I masturbated a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I was out last night.
Yeah.
I know that.
Good boy.
Anyway,
And Ed Chan is in the room.
there you go.
And Mr. Mike. Oh my God, we're gonna have porn galore.
Great. So
I know you and I just
you did. Well, we talk all day long, so
so we have nothing left to talk about.
yeah, right. What did you think of my?
It got hot.
Got humid.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Well,
We'll turn the
That's
air
what
on
happens.
and go to bed. Oh, don't tell me now she wants to get up.
the dog.
Yeah.
She probably thinks I'm eating.
Probably. No, I know she doesn't have to go out. So
Well,
she'll lay down eventually. Yeah, she's laying back down again. Okay. She must hear your voice. I didn't think-
yeah, she probably.
I didn't
Whoa.
think you could hear her. Oh, there's Jay. Okay.
Good God, finally.
Oh my God! I thought we were gonna have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
no.
horrible.
Very.
Oh, man. No,
It's
hang
horrible.
out.
Well, he was sending me the invite, Jay,
Mhm.
and it wasn't coming through to get onto the Google.
Mhm.
And he keeps running back and forth from the bedroom to the kitchen. You didn't get it? And I'm like, no, there's nothing here. What do you mean you didn't get it? You're not looking at the right, and he's like yelling and shit. And it's just like, dude.
I just signed out and signed back on and restarted it, and it started up fine. So I don't know what the hell it was. I give up.
Who
Porn.
knows? No, I saw the hangout when Jim sent the text saying Gavin sent the invite. I had just seen it pop up.
Right.
But the problem is in the Hangouts app is it's a weird accessibility thing with my screen reader, and I don't know why it reads different. Sometimes I seem to be able to tell what I'm on, or there's like a little box that you can choose the conversations from, and I can join when I click on the right conversation. But of course, when it came up, I couldn't for the life of me get it to focus on that window. So I'm like, I hear that the window's there, but like I tab, I hit enter, and it reads the entire screen. I tab, I hit enter, it reads the entire screen. So I don't know what I'm focused on. So I was clicking on everything and opening things, and
You got here.
so, yeah, I finally did. Yeah, it's always an adventure.
Hey, you'd think there would be some sort of well, I don't know.
One day they'll make it accessible. I mean, it's usually one of the last things they ever seem to focus on or have their design teams worry about, but eventually they'll start labeling things, and then it's about the time it becomes very accessible and works great,
It'll be
they'll
up.
redesign the whole damn thing.
Yeah. That's it. Like
And
I was gonna say, like, there should be a macro on how to get to these, but then you're creating, do you want to view it only, or do you want to view it and see it? Do you want your camera on? So it's like, I don't know. You're better off.
yeah, I should try opening Chrome sometime before I get the invite. I wonder if I have Chrome open already. I know there's a Chrome like plugin or something, and I wonder if it would make it easier to answer if Chrome was already open rather than the Hangouts app.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Now, do you hear things like in one ear, or you know what I mean? Like, do you hear directions in one ear, or?
Oh no, my screen reader. I have a mixer set up, and so I
Right.
have some stuff set up to go back out, and some stuff like my screen reader only I hear.
Oh,
So
okay.
it has two channels. There's a main out channel and there's a sub channel. And the sub channel is what I listen to, and it's got everything that the main channel has plus the screen reader. And
Wow.
the main channel only has I can play audio clips, or so that's how I do my show. Is I'm able to find the sound clips, and well, this last week I couldn't play the right damn clip to start the show, so it took me 4 tries to
Oh,
get.
jeez.
Oh, it was
Melissa
like,
got it
it was
in.
like this show.
Yeah, well,
Is your
Melissa
sh-
got it in because it was so fun.
Is your show live?
No,
Oh, okay.
we've done it live, and I don't know, maybe depending on our scheduling, it's just been challenging for us to keep the same day and time.
Okay.
But we've been on Wednesdays for a while now, so we may go back to doing some live ones. The live ones are fun.
See, the thing is, you don't have to actually schedule them. You just, put it out there that you're doing one, and it's not like it matters whether somebody's listening or not. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but there's shows on the stream.
Oh, are there shows on Wednesday night?
Cookie.
Yeah, I think, aren't there? Or is
Oh.
nobody now on Wednesday? I don't know.
I don't know.
I listen live very little because I listen at time and a half
Oh.
or double, and so when I listen live, it slows me down.
Wow. Oh, poor big fatty.
Now, have you been listening to Big Fatty this week, Jay?
Uh-huh.
Are you like? I like these two guys. I like those two guys.
Daniel and Joe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really like their show. They're kind of they're magic between them. Kind of, except that it's stretching out this. What is your top 5 thing?
Right. That's Daniel and Joe.
Yeah,
They're gonna mess with us. So
that's fine.
because they can't.
do.
Are we live?
Yes,
Oh.
Okay. I figured. We just never started.
I hope so.
Or did you start without me?
I did it. You can.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't here.
Started
okay.
with that, so.
I'm always a little behind. It's okay.
A little behind.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and Tim in Alaska did not realize that the YouTube videos, they stay on the YouTube, so you can go back and watch them any other time too. So
Oh
people-
wow! I don't even think now. What are they listed under? Gavin or?
Poking
Probably
it.
poke it with the stick, right?
Yeah, poke it with a stick.
Oh. Ooh.
I have to look.
The I liked your tip to pretend to listen to the audio description of the tour of the zoo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's under poke it with a stick. So
Oh, all right.
there is the name of the person.
Jeep Bear.
Yeah, but it's poke it with a stick. So
Oh, okay.
if you just type in like poking it and then a date
Mhm.
of a Saturday, it'll come up. So
Okay. 10 minutes in the porn is already flowing, thanks to Ed Chan.
yes,
That was veritable.
and Mr. Mike.
And Mr. Mike. Yeah, nice one, Mr. Mike.
They'll keep us.
Yeah, that's a bubble butt. Bubble.
Oh yeah, what's the porn theme this week?
Oh, swimming pools And what'd you say the other one was, Gavin?
Originally, I said swimming pools and movie stars. I thought, oh, that's stupid. Then it went with swimming pools and porn stars.
Oh, okay.
So,
Porn stars.
Porn stars. That's the whole internet.
Yeah.
if you have a camera, you're a porn star.
That's right.
Well, that should be.
That's all it takes.
I was gonna say, isn't some of the best porn out there the
Porn
amateur
stars?
stuff?
I wouldn't say the
Yes,
best.
it is. It
So-
depends. It's your preference. Like, I like amateur
Mhm.
rather than the, produced stuff.
Right.
But
I don't know.
what's
It's just more gritty and
but
I
what's-
know it seems more real, right?
What's
Yeah.
annoying is when they try to act. It's like,
Oh,
don't
okay.
do that. Just be yourself.
No, just turn the camera on and have sex or do whatever you're gonna do, right?
yeah, that's like
Just
getting
turn the
into it.
camera on and get into it.
They try to do like role playing or something, and it's like, dude,
Mhm.
come on.
Laughing fits.
Nobody says that.
Mm.
Nobody ever starts a sexual encounter with that conversation. Okay. So
What are your top 5 favorite sandwiches, Gavin?
sandwiches. I
Yeah,
don't
You're
know.
going for a
Peanut
top
butter-
five.
peanut butter and jelly, of course, always.
all 5.
Butter and banana. BLTs, grilled cheese, as long as there's tomato soup.
I know, isn't it's like it's a necessary side dish with a grilled cheese.
Yes, I know. You just have to have tomato soup.
See, tomato soup?
Yeah.
See, we always had chicken and noodles or chicken and stars.
Okay.
See, that, I guess it's like what you were brought up with, you know.
Yeah.
When I was sick, it was always grilled cheese and tomato soup was what Mom always gave us when we weren't feeling it.
We always got chicken
So
and
it's very much
stars.
Okay, so one more.
One more, hoagie.
Mm,
Ogie.
What do you call them out west?
subs.
Subs, grinders. Grinders are heated hoagies.
I don't know what a grinder is. I haven't heard of it.
Oh, a
except-
grinder. You just take a hoagie, you open it up, and you put it under like, you like broil the top. You know what I mean? To melt the cheese. And heat it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I bought last night at Wawa?
What?
Was a meatball hoagie. A
Oh,
meatball sub.
Mhm.
Good.
And I would never. The thing was, I was going over Bill's, and like Bill was running late, right? And he called me up. He's like, "Where are you?" And I was on like, on such a block so far from his house. He's like, "I'm not even home yet." He's like, "Give me like 5-10 minutes." I said, "I'm going up to Wawa anyway. Do you want anything?" He's like, "Yeah, get me a meatball hoagie." And I'm like, "You're kidding, right?" I didn't, Gavin, you're the only person I know that buys a meatball. Everybody else I know makes them. And, well, the thing was, I bought one too. Like, I bought him a sandwich, and I got myself one. I said, let me just try a meatball sandwich. What the hell? And it wasn't that bad, but it definitely wasn't as good as a homemade meatball.
Okay, we have some things in this chat room. Variable Virgo said, put creamy peanut butter on a hamburger.
That sounds good.
I don't know. I would be willing to try it. And Mr. Mike would like a Jeff Stryker and Al Parker sandwich.
The peanut butter on the hamburger. I could see
never had that. I've had an egg on a hamburger, and that's really good.
Peanut butter on a hamburger is good. I've had it as except it was a garden burger, but it was an Elvis burger. So they put peanut butter, banana,
and mayonnaise.
Yeah, I think there was mayo on it, probably. I mean, it was all normal hamburger stuff, but it had peanut butter and banana. So, and it was good. So, surprisingly enough.
On a hamburger?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've
Was
had
it
peanut butter and bananas. I've never had a hamburger, though.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
Jim,
It was.
Jim, when you get a meatball or a cheesesteak from Wawa, do you like them as a hoagie with the lettuce, tomato, and onion on the top, or just
A hot sandwich? No.
yeah? Oh, see,
No,
I
I've never had. No, that's foreign to me. Excuse me. I blow my nose at
it's
that.
like the Al Qaeda of hoagies or what?
I don't know. I would still be objecting to turkey meatballs if I didn't like them so much. You know?
Yeah, they are good.
See, I would. I'm not sure if I know what my top 5 sandwiches is, because I tend to eat the same types, and maybe it's because I'm vegetarian, so I don't have a lot of different. I know sandwiches often include meat, and so
Yeah.
I do like BLT because I'm the odd vegetarian that eats bacon. So BLTs are definitely in there. Grilled cheese is definitely top 5, but I think for me a lot of times I just like a sandwich that's a cheese sandwich that has some tomato, cheese, pickles, maybe some lettuce and onion.
Do you like it
Just
Well,
grilled?
there are cheese hoagies. Yeah, I remember one day I just wasn't. I didn't make anything to bring to work, and I wasn't in the mood for lunch meat. Like a lunch meat hoagie or a hot hoagie or anything like that. And I was just going through the menu at the Wawa, and they did have a vegetable hoagie.
Mhm.
All right, and it really wasn't. I expected it to have like zucchini and eggplant. You know what I mean? Like zucchini and eggplant and roasted peppers with lettuce and tomato. You know what I mean? And olive oil and vinegar, right? Oh, it was
Something
horrible. It was like pickled peppers. It was everything. It was horrible. It was pickled peppers, lettuce, tomato, onions. That's
At
what it
Wawa,
was. You know what I mean?
Wawa?
At Wawa, yeah.
It's roasted peppers, pickles, lettuce, tomato, onion. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna have like eggplant and zucchini or something.
No,
A
yeah,
little bit more
No,
interesting.
you gotta put something interesting, or at least a lot of cheese in there to give it
Yeah.
some weight. But
they should have like zucchini or something. Yeah.
yeah, one of my favorite sandwiches is if you go.
Right,
I
spam.
rarely eat fast food, but Subway I will occasionally get, and I love their veggie sub because they have so many different things you can put in it, and they'll toast it with the cheese, and then they dump in like cucumber, tomato, olive, pickle, lettuce,
Good.
and I always get extra jalapenos because that makes it nice and spicy. And then with vinegar and black pepper,
Oh,
tasty.
Jim, this man loves jalapeno peppers.
really?
yeah.
Oh my God! When we went to the diner,
Right.
when we were in Georgia, he got what was it, the home fries or whatever with
Mhm.
everything.
Right.
They add like bacon and all that stuff to it, and he said extra jalapeno. And this lady like piled jalapenos on the top of this.
Oh my God.
I still dumped a lot of hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you enjoy the hot?
Oh, I
That
love
much?
it really hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's funny. I'm not by nature. I don't like hot and spicy, but as I'm getting older, I prefer. As I'm getting older, I'm using spicier things
hmm
on things like the cayenne peppers and like I'll buy. The cheese doodles. You probably don't know what they are. The what
It's like
cheese?
Cheetos, right?
Cheetos, yeah, the big puffy ones. Well, they have
Oh yeah.
They have jalapeno and cheddar.
Yeah, the Cheetos makes a jalapeno cheddar Cheeto,
Yeah.
and they're by far the tastiest. The flaming hot ones are hotter, but they have less flavor. The jalapeno and cheddar ones are
Okay.
have a much better flavor.
I have a mix of spices like cumin, paprika, chili, and cayenne that I keep in a salt shaker at work, like for my potato chips and stuff. Well, I started putting it on the jalapeno cheese doodle, the cheese
Oh,
pepper.
to make them
And
spicy.
Yeah, a little bit spicier. People are like, oh, you like spicy, don't you? I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah.
But man, I've like practically burnt my mouth.
I think as you get older, you've killed your taste buds. So
See, my dad swears that I don't have them, but the funny part is like we tell him that he has no taste buds because he'll eat anything, and he'll eat stuff that's just gross and disgusting.
That's Gavin.
that's
the,
me.
with the tiniest little amount of, that one jalapeno accidentally falls in his home fries, and it's like he thinks the whole thing's,
Ruined.
ruined because and it's if they pulled it out before it came out, he'd still pick it up and go, "Ooh, this seems a little hot. Like, ooh, what's going on here?" And we're like, "What are you talking about? There's nothing in there, And he's like, "Oh," and then they might say like, "Oh, we accidentally dropped a jalapeno in there, but we pulled it out."
Jay, the first time I was 20 something. The first time I went to Taco Bell.
Hmm.
Okay, and I got a taco, and I had like I put the not even mild. It was like salsa. It wasn't even it wasn't even hot or spicy.
Hmm.
And I put it on, and it was like burning my mouth. You know what I mean? It was the first time I had salsa. It was like burning my mouth. I broke into a sweat. I thought I was gonna die. Like hot sauce and that stuff. I mean, that was never in our house.
I remember like when Taco Bell came out with the fire sauce.
Yeah.
I was so happy because there was finally something hotter than their hot, which they called fire, and that pretty good. And I liked a lot of it. But I like stuff. I just like it spicy, and I still like the flavor of stuff. It doesn't. I honestly think a lot of times the heat really wakes up your taste buds. It makes you very sensitive to other flavors because your taste buds are burning. So.
When people, if people are not regular spicy eaters, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna, like your dad, if he gets a little jalapeno, that's all he's gonna taste. You know what I mean? Because it's overwhelming to him, probably. Because I know people at work say they're like that's all they taste is the jalapeno and nothing else, because they're not used to it.
It overwhelms, I guess.
Overwhelmed.
Well, I mean, Jim, I always loathe avocado. Like, I just find guacamole the most foulest, disgusting thing. I never understood why people love it. But the last couple of times we went to, where did we go, Jim?
Mexican?
Yeah, Don Pablo's. Don Pablo's. I asked for the guacamole up for the. It was good. I don't know why. I guess as I get older, my taste.
Do they make the fresh, like their own fresh guacamole?
I don't know if they do or not. I mean, what they had there was good though.
Then it reminds me of a hard-boiled or egg salad.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it. I was surprised. I was like, no, what happened? I used to hate this stuff. So.
Yeah, I live in the land of avocado, and I'm not. I don't like avocados themselves. It's a texture thing, I guess. I don't like the slimy texture of them, but I love a good guacamole. And
I like it when it's creamy. Like it I don't know. Like it almost tastes like it has cream in it or cream cheese.
Well, and that may be because they've added mayonnaise, because a lot of places add mayonnaise, but that's not real guacamole.
Well, that's fine as long as it tastes
good.
Yeah.
If you make, and being in California, they sneer at you if you add mayonnaise to your guacamole. A woman I work with here at the state brought in some homemade guacamole one time. That's probably the best I've ever had. And it was in the summer, and she had grown the tomatoes and the peppers that she used in it. And oh my gosh, so she made her own salsa to put in it, and then added some onion and just chunked it all up. And a little, she likes lime better than lemon. I guess lemon juice is the traditional recipe, but she uses lime, and then some seasonings like cayenne. So hers was a little spicy, but oh man, some of the best guacamole I've ever had. And it just, you know, if you get good guacamole, it's like, okay, this isn't really like an avocado.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had an avocado. Plain.
Oh, we have some new people joined us. Gary in Albuquerque.
Yay.
Hey, Gary.
WHITAFK. I don't know who that is.
What is it?
Something away from keyboard.
And
Wait.
Dr. Stone
The wit.
is also in the
Dr. Stone.
Where do you see Dr. Stone? Oh, down at the bottom.
Dr. Stone's just here for the porn.
He's idling.
Oh. He's here for the porn.
Yeah.
We know why people come here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Not to listen to us talk about guacamole.
Yeah, Veritable says, I was going to get the turkey bacon guacamole from Subway, but I despise fast food luncheon meats. Better off to make it at home with better ingredients. What are you going to do, like roast a whole turkey for that?
Now I've heard that
You know?
I've heard Subway changed their rolls because I would never eat there because I didn't like their rolls. But somebody told me they changed them. Is that true?
I don't know how long ago, but I really like their bread, but I have for a while, so I don't know if they've changed them more recently. Because I like all the different choices they have.
I haven't been there for years, so because of their bread.
Yeah, they have like a Italian herb, I think one. They've got a wheat one that I like.
Is
always
it
found very
bready?
dry.
But it was almost like a Bisquick bread.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It just seemed very dry to me, like it was stale.
It was over 15 years ago, Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last
Yeah,
time I
that-
had Subway.
It's definitely softer, and it's more fresh bread. I mean, they bake them fresh there in the restaurants.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the dough is pre-done, but then they bake them, you know, there in the restaurant usually. So
Yeah. Wawa makes all their bread now in house. So
I don't. Do they go through the mixing process and all that?
no, it's frozen.
Oh.
Frozen bread dough, but it's
I was
baked.
gonna say it seems like almost any like chain or even grocery store.
I can guarantee a Subway does not make the dough.
Oh yeah, no, for sure not. Because they they don't want individual places making it, because then there'd be inconsistencies, right?
Right.
But I think it's the same thing as all the chains, like Red Lobster or Olive Garden or whatever.
They have changed the bread recipe, so
Yeah,
Mr. Mike says they have changed their bread recipe.
yeah.
I like it. Last time I've been there.
There's an echo in here.
Oh. What are you talking about? And Ed Chan is posting pictures of some very spicy looking dishes.
Yes, he is. I want to know what that one that looks like macaroni is.
That's a chicken.
He's not giving us
That's
description.
chicken legs.
No.
See,
Chicken legs.
I keep coming up with interesting pictures of my mind of men who fit the descriptions of the one that looks like macaroni and cheese was a bad one.
The one below that. Well, actually, it kind of looks like spaghettis.
Oh my god.
We've
He's not giving us
moved from
description along with the pictures. So.
yeah. Sorry, Dr. Stone. We've moved from porn to food porn.
Now that looks like a red jalapeno in there.
Yeah. Dog, I am not getting up every 5 minutes to get your ass up.
Let her struggle.
Yeah. It's good exercise for her, I guess.
No, yeah, pretty much. Or
Oh.
let her keep her ass down. She hears something outside or whatever.
How's she doing?
Very well. Very, very well. She's been nothing but a ball of energy, and she's like exhausting us. She wants to go out. She wants to play. She wants to eat. She wants. Never a minute's peace for anybody else around here, is there?
Just the last couple days, she's been like really annoying.
Good for her though. At her age, right?
Exactly. She's over 100 years old, but
If I get up and I'm up, She just lays there. Then as soon as I sit down and get involved in something, she wants. There she goes.
See? Okay.
She's yelling out
Love
the
it.
door.
Great.
So,
God, what a dog.
but she's been good about going out and stuff like that. So
She shows shame when she... Cookie, come here.
Bless her.
She's
I wish I could
deaf.
meet her.
Why do I yell at her?
close the door, Jim.
Who knows? I may have the opportunity. She's going to live forever, I think.
Yeah, right.
15
Maybe that's how we can get her to
now.
take her on a trip.
I was going to say 15 years from now when we're still doing the podcast on Saturday nights.
There's the dog in the background. Woof, 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 woof.
There'll be Cookie.
There was nothing out there, Gavin.
Of course there wasn't. A leaf moved. Now she'll go to the other door because that's open.
That's fine.
Well, she saw the movement but couldn't tell what it was, so she thought she had to bark to alert you, right?
Well, there were a couple of... there was an Indian woman walking down the street in a bright yellow sari, and I thought maybe that had caught her eye.
That could be. Now she's over
I have no idea where she is barking now.
She's at the other door.
She's at the other door and she's that loud?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Jesus.
Got some volume. She's
She's doing well.
yeah. Well, good for her.
What, Gavin? Oh, he's in the other room shutting her up.
Yeah. I was listening to Podcubs, Jim, when they released 20 episodes all at once. So I'm trying to get through all of them. And I just got to the one that you're in, where you come in and say hello and whatever because you're hanging out with Dave.
Oh, Christ, I
Yeah.
forgot all about that.
Yeah, it's been a few months back.
That was in June. Yeah,
Right.
Dave's a big old sweetheart. It's a shame that I was busy with Fist Fest. I couldn't really spend a lot of time with Dave. I mean, we did get to go out and see things, but I was busy with Fist Fest. Helping out, doing this, doing that,
Mhm.
and then I started
You were
doing
doing
half. I was doing half the guys.
Well, they didn't go into any details, but
That's good.
it was just cool to hear your voice. And so
Oh.
I went on and said hello to Romo and Baloo. So.
Right now, I remember that. I guess I was drinking that night.
Quite
I know.
possibly.
I normally remember things. Cookie.
So, well,
It didn't bother me. Yes.
It's been an interesting ride trying to catch up on their show because when he releases 20 of them at a time, it takes me a while to get through them.
That's a lot.
Well, I think he pretty much released the entire season all at once. All of a sudden, they all showed up, and it was like, oh, good God, Bromo! He hadn't posted anything in forever, and then all of a sudden there's
Oh, that would screw me up because I only download the latest 3.
Well, does your podcasting app ditch them whether they've been listened to or not?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have mine set to download anything that's new, and then it gets rid of it once I've listened to it. So
Well, I have it set to save 3.
Mhm.
Because otherwise I'm because I won't get to listen to them and
right.
get 20 of them piled up in and I'm like, you know what, that's way too much memory. So
Oh no, see, I've got a podcast I started listening to recently that's on Dungeons and a Dungeons and Dragons group of friends that's playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's 120 some episodes that they've released,
Oh my
and
God.
so I downloaded all of them, and I'm 40 some in, so so I just have the app set to whenever something new comes in, it downloads automatically and sits there, and then when I'm done, as soon as I've listened to it, it gets erased. So that
Do
way
you
I
find yourself when you're listening to? Now, where do you listen to your podcasts most?
I
At home or at work?
around the house and at work, depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm in meetings at work, I can't listen to them, obviously. But if I'm sitting at my desk, sometimes some of the things I'm doing don't require me to think, and so I can listen. But if I have to concentrate, if I'm like editing a document or something, I can't
Right.
listen.
See, that's I find myself now that I'm listening to them, like I'll have to stop and go back maybe 5 minutes or something just to like what did I miss?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes
Because I realize like I'm listening and then I'm like sidetracked by my work. How dare work get in the way?
That's right.
Veritable Virgo said he solved his podcast storage problem. He just doesn't listen anymore.
Well, there you go.
He just listens to Big Fatty. Gary
All
Albert
right.
says. And that's how I started, was with Big Fatty.
That's how it all starts usually.
The whole world starts that way.
Right.
Yeah, it's
And God said, "Let there be big fatty."
it's. I mean, his belches are almost predictable. But I keep meaning to call him because like, a lot of times he's talking and there's a couple phrases he says that completely I have no clue what he means.
Oh, he has a on his website. If you look
I
at
saw it, but it wasn't there.
oh, it wasn't there. Okay, so
Red Rain. What the hell is Red Rain?
I don't know what red rain is. Somebody else mentioned that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Red Rain
What is
is on the. He explained it one day. It is on the map when the weather rat like says the rain
Oh.
forecast. It's red color, which means like heavy rain or something, I guess.
Oh.
I thought it
So,
had to do with something to do with like
Menstrual or whatever.
exactly something to do with Megyn Kelly or something. I don't know.
no. I think it just refers to like how it's described or given on the newscast or whatever.
Oh, all right.
it's
The Red
more-
Rain is the worst rain or something, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So I know there's still things that trip me up on there. Some of his little sayings that.
Well, he
like-
has not updated his vocabularium in a while, so
Vocabularium. Yeah.
He's busy. He's off traveling right now. So.
well, he's very important. He's very, very important. So
Hey, we have less than 2 weeks till Vegas. So.
Ooh. You're going, right, Jay?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Ah.
well, rub it
Mine
in.
is Wednesday. Or Gavin. He's missing.
Oh, well.
I'll miss it.
Oh,
I
well.
will probably
Come
pop
out
on
instead, Jim.
that. I'll probably pop on that Saturday night after all the shows are done. So
Yeah. Somebody said that they thought Tristan might with the weekly rewind, but I don't know what's happened like after the last what was it? State of the Station, not this week. I think it was the prior week when Tristan grabbed the stream and then they fell off the stream and then there's been no weekly rewinds for like weeks. So I don't know what's going on. So
Where
What?
was this?
wow.
yeah, after a State of the Station, not
Right.
last Sunday, but the prior Sunday, I think, or
Right.
it could have been even further back than that. Tristan grabbed the stream, and they were going to record live the weekly rewind because they had missed their Friday release because I guess some of the hosts weren't available.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he like fell off the stream, like they just all went away, and it seemed unexpected, right? And then there's still been no weekly rewinds released since then, so it has been a long time since he's released anything. So I don't know what's going
Is
on.
there drama going on, or
There's always
I don't
drama.
I mean, there's could be. I don't want to speculate, but I just it's kind of interesting because I'm like,
Come on.
well, what
give us
happened?
your best Nancy Grace outlook. Do you know who Nancy Grace is?
No.
She's a miserable witch on what channel does she do her?
I think she's on CNN. I'm not sure.
I don't know. She's horrible. She stirs people up. Like when there's a murder, you know, she'll get on the TV and she'll be like, you know, he's guilty. Just look at his face. You know, like
He's one of those.
Yeah. She's
Well, why isn't anybody asking if the parents where they were? It's like,
yeah.
CNN. Terrible Burger said CNN.
CNN.
Mr. Mike, no, I'm not going this year. So.
Oh.
Yep, we won't see Gavin in Vegas.
No.
He's on hiatus.
Oh well. Like I said, Jim, you should come out.
I should.
Take a little dash out to Vegas. People would love to meet.
I really would love to. I have so much going on, Gavin. That's the thing. I asked Bill last night, like, was he serious? Did he want me to drive down to Florida and then I would fly back? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't know if I'm doing that. And then the thing is, after that, I got Fist Fest again in October.
Somebody
Jim's a
put
busy girl.
Nancy Grace in the thing. With
Yeah.
The headline, "The Missing White Girl Hour with Angry Layered Haircut."
Oh,
Nice.
oh my God.
That pretty much sums up Nancy Grace.
Angry white girl. I thought she was a detective or something.
No, she was a lawyer, I think. But her and that other one, I don't even know what the other one's name is, the dark-haired one that's always like very accusatory. And then like once out of every 20 times she's right. She's see, people should listen to me. Like, yeah, if you accuse everybody, eventually, you know, like a broken clock is right twice a year. I mean, twice a day. So what?
If you're right, yeah, 1 out of 20 times, then of course everybody should listen to you.
Right.
So
She never takes
right.
anything back. She just moves on. You know what I mean? So, anyway.
Right.
So you're saying there's no accountability?
Exactly. Oh well, welcome to CNN.
Is there any
I'm sure,
accountability?
I'm sure they have a hologram for that.
Ooh.
I don't know that Fox News is known for being very accurate. So
Yeah. Well.
Fox?
Yeah, but CNN is the kind of they can drag one story out for an entire 24-hour news cycle.
right.
Every single show on the
30-second news clip, right?
talking about that 30-second news clip.
Right.
Well,
And they have all these special effects and stuff they do, and it's like, there's nothing else in the world happening other than that one missing airplane. What? Like,
no. What are they distracting you from?
oh, that's true too. And
That's the one thing that I started. What are they distracting me from?
I say the same thing about MSNBC because they latch on to one thing, and like Rachel Maddow will talk about it every day for a week, and it's like, is there nothing else going on?
Yeah, I agree.
Eating this dead horse, and then she's giving you history on this, that, and the other thing that has to do with it. It's like, I'd like news, maybe, like, you know.
Well, isn't that what Rachel Maddow does?
Yeah, well, sort of. She's kind
You know
of.
what I mean? She's not a news reporter, doesn't she? Like, pick a topic and pretty much stay with it until it's resolved.
But she used to
radio,
to cover
essentially.
like 4 or 5 different topics in a show. Now it
Yeah.
seems like, 75% of one show is this, and then a fluff piece at the end, and it's like, what? I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I like fluff pieces.
Well, yeah. About owls swooping at Anyway, I still listen to her, but. Oh.
But
Looking at the second last picture.
Are-
That's why I find it.
if you have time to look at the pictures, then you have time to post them.
I was gonna say, are they back to posting porn, or is it food again?
No,
No, it's-
we're back to porn now.
Yeah. Is anybody watching the porn?
I am.
Are you? No, on your webpage. On the Pokin It one.
No, I don't know. That doesn't.
Not being posted to the Tumblr feed.
I have more followers on that Tumblr.
Wait,
than my
I was
regular
responsible for that tonight.
Tumblr.
Oh, that's
That was your job.
Right. Nobody told me. Oops. That must have been the part that I missed at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, now we have to wait till you're here to tell you things? Jesus.
Right.
Anything else we have to know?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just blame me. I don't care.
Okay.
What happened to Toppy tonight? I wonder where he's at.
Who?
Toppy.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't been. Was he here? Was he here last week?
He was quiet, wasn't he, last week?
I think he was here. Good God, I don't remember though.
I don't remember.
They all blur together week after week, right?
Not a shame.
So, yeah. Well, we might have one more week with Big Fatty before we're all in Vegas.
Ooh.
So what's he coming? He's coming back from Scotland, and then he's going right to Vegas.
Yeah, he's back from Scotland on Tuesday, I think. So he'll be home for like a week, and then.
Okay.
Vegas. But when you're almost retired, it's okay.
Just enough time to wash his underpants.
Right. that he doesn't wear.
Right.
So get home, do some laundry, pack his bag again, and off to the aeroporto.
Which in Mexican means aeroporto.
Right. Until you listen.
Yeah. It's funny that when I start typing in airport on my phone, aeroporto comes up as one of the options.
Because I typed so many times.
So I'm like, okay, I just use it all the time.
So your mom's wondering why every time you say, "Mom, I'll be at the airport," it says, "Mom, I'll be at the aeroporto."
Right?
Hope you don't have to explain that.
I have to find out if my parents are coming in. They're supposedly possibly flying in.
Ooh, they're coming to visit you?
No, they're coming to visit my sister. So.
To visit who?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's your sister?
I may go up. Right now she's in New York.
Okay. That's a big trip for them.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Cool.
Would somebody meet them up there, or?
Oh, I'm sure Samantha will.
I mean, Samantha's got enough going on. No, I mean, like, where would they do? Would they fly into Allentown?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. They may just fly into New York if they're going to go there.
Well, I can't see them braving it.
Are they going to go do fun stuff, like see some shows?
No, probably not. No. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it, but it's not for good things. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Gavin's sister's not doing too well.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let it go with that.
Yeah. But because I can get my mother loathes coming east.
Oh, okay. So what's your next traveling, Jim? You said you have Fist Fest coming up. When is that?
That's in October.
Okay.
Okay, but 2 weeks before that, I'm supposed to go drive down to Florida and fly back. Now, I don't know what the story is. It's pretty much, Bill, nothing's set in stone. So I don't know if I'm doing that or not.
Will you only go if Bill goes?
I'm going. Bill's moving down there.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty much, let's take his last load of junk and stuff down.
That started so well.
What?
The dramatic pause was just perfect.
Right. The let's take his last load.
Oh.
Junk and stuff.
And then you pause for a second of stuff.
Right. Oh, I didn't catch it. But I mean, we'll see. I'm not crazy. I mean, it's close to 17, 18-hour trip.
Eek.
Yeah,
that's a long drive.
It is. It's not like Disney World. You know what I mean? It's another 5 hours past Disney World because he's all the way down near Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And
then Gavin, are you not traveling again till next spring?
Yeah, next spring I'll go.
Yeah.
I may go camping next month.
Hold on.
You have a local group or something, or just a place you like to go?
But camping?
Mhm.
Oh, it's a gay campground.
Oh, okay. So there's always fun people there.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there many times. Yeah.
Okay.
He's known.
There's a bear weekend, and then the next week there's a leather weekend. So I just haven't decided. I might just play it with the weather. If it's nice weather on the bear weekend, I'll go on the bear weekend. But if it's raining on the bear weekend, I'll save it for the leather weekend. So
Cool. What,
it also depends on the temperature. If it's going to be cold, fuck that.
is it August or September? When's it at?
September.
Cool.
It's cold there.
It's like the mid-September, like the 13th, or I don't know. I'm not sure what. Like the middle of September.
Mhm. Can you? Is it something you can get enough of your stuff like on your bike and just take your bike there?
No.
You have to
It's
drive.
the 12th is bear weekend, and the 19th I think is leather weekend. So
Which one would you go?
now, if they were both nice, I would pick the leather weekend, but the bear weekend, like I'm gonna play it safe. If it's nice that weekend, I'll go that weekend.
I know the Hora Hotel Leather and Weather weekend sounded fun in January.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So
Their
Well,
Januaries are iffy there.
right.
Well, the thing is, nothing is really in. Everything's indoors, so it really doesn't
Right.
matter.
Yeah,
Only 10.
except the piss corral outside. Not that I'm a big piss fan,
Yeah.
but I think the guys wanted to do fisting and they wanted to do it outside in February.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, the one time in February, they said it was warm. It was like in the 70s.
Right.
All right. And then the next year, it was like in the 30s. I'm like, oh, no way. Mhm.
No.
No, not outside.
That's what the tower is for. I don't know why they wouldn't have just done it up there.
Or it's a whole pig pen.
Well, they have the pig pen too.
Yeah, just put newspaper down. That's all. They may have been afraid of the mess.
Get a bales of hay and just throw it around.
No.
like a horse stall.
Oh my
Get to
gosh.
with a rake the next morning.
Yeah, how much hay can stick in the Crisco?
Yeah, right.
Or housekeeping staff.
I think Crisco is the least of their problems.
I feel for the housekeeping staff. So
Yeah.
Aw. Did you see the housekeepers?
Yeah.
I met one of them. She was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Jim.
the one that was doing my room, she was the same woman, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah. She was
Most-
very matter of
most the
fact.
time
She's like,
have
what do you
friends
need?
for
Like,
do.
I held the dog. She's like, oh, he doesn't bother me. And I'm like, yeah, he'll jump on you. And she's like, oh, okay. So I held on to him. But
Right.
she, like, came in, gave me towels, was like, oh, you've already got a couple of towels here. Like, what else do you need? I was like, washcloths and some soap. And, she's like, okay, gotcha. And she took off. So,
Yeah.
There we have a picture of Red Rain in the chat room for you.
Oh, finally. All right. Now I know what Red Rain is.
Okay.
oh, good. It's an educational opportunity. You've learned something tonight.
See that?
It's like one of those weather maps with big blotches. It starts green and then goes to red.
Cookie.
Spots.
You have birthdays this week, Gavin?
Oh.
Actually, yes, we do.
Since we're almost at the end of the show.
That's all right. We got time to spare.
Once you truncate all the silence, we'll
I know.
drink this baby down.
Best thing ever. I swear to God, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing boring about your show is the live shows.
Exactly.
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make another trip around the sun. And the whole clan gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound. We let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday, now you're 1 year older. Happy birthday.
And tomorrow we have one birthday, and that's Madonna. And then Monday we have
Pride 48 celebrity. I guess so.
I'm sure she listens. And then on Monday we have two birthdays. We have Adam Burns and we have Molar Man. I don't know if a lot of you people may not know who Molar Man is.
I've heard of Molar Man, so
but I know him.
Happy birthday, Molar Man.
And on Thursday we have Moose P. birthday. What was that?
Oh, I said and Madonna. Happy birthday, Adam Burns and Moose P. Wow, we've got a bunch of them.
Moose P.
Thursday. And on Friday we have Princess Hannah.
Oh.
Happy birthday. So, did I miss one? Did you say Moose P and then Princess Hannah?
Moose P and Princess Hannah, yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe I missed
we don't have any. Oh, no, none. Oh, well. But I can not worry about missing it next week.
Right. If you forget to play birthdays, it's because there aren't any.
Unless Big Fatty's here, then
Big Fatty will be back, so he can always let you know if you're missing one.
Oh my God! But who posted Mr. Mike? That's gross.
What did he post?
Flappy meat curtains. Literal flappy.
They are flapping.
If she bounced up and down, they'd clap.
Nice. Even my parrot doesn't like that.
Yeah, she's sitting on her knees, so they're hanging down. I didn't know they hung like that.
Not most of them.
I would guess that's not natural.
It's just like certain men have long foreskin, certain men have short foreskin. So,
whatever.
I mean, one guy when I was in high school, his foreskin had to be like 2 inches past the head of his penis. I thought it was hot. Most people thought it was gross. But
Thank you for sharing that.
Depends on what you're doing with it. Yeah.
And what was his name? Cheese Factory?
The black man named Tony.
Stinky? His nickname was Stinky?
No.
Sticky?
No, that would be me tonight. I think it was me on the bike today, Jim.
No, it was the tar from the road.
Yes, I smell like tar.
we were running around, going from one store to the other, and in this one area, I kept smelling something. I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? I'm like, did you shower? And he's like, it could be me. And then, we went down this one road, and it was all fresh tar, and I figured, well, that's what it must have been, the tar. It could have been you, Gavin, if you wanted to.
Well, right now it is me. I can guarantee you that.
Well, go shower.
At least
I'm gamey. But, okay, well, let's go to the after show. Jay, where can we find you?
Blind Guy JRH on Twitter or inkedblindconfused.com or in Vegas.
Vegas?
In a couple of weeks, yeah, or less than a couple of weeks.
There you go.
Jim, where can we find you?
Number one Funky Homo on Twitter.
And
Tumblr.
And you can find all my applicable links at pokinit1.blogspot.com, including all the YouTube videos are on. I post the YouTube videos, the Tumblr feed, links to everything on there.
If you really want to avoid work, sit and watch the videos, right?
Yeah, right. And the after shows, of course, are posted there. But they're those you have to stream. You can't just download them. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I guess on Android you can. I don't think you can on a.
And the majority of the porn is on the Tumblr feed.
Right.
Whatever Jake can post.
The majority. What does that mean? You missed a bunch?
Now and then, when we get posted, when it gets going.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking wasn't a thought of something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good offers too, who want you better words now only.
It's a Nancy Grace song.
Yeah?
Nice.
It's a Nancy Grace song.
A Try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife. Come what may, I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see.
What are you doing?
You are a cunt, ain't that thinking cunt? Straight and true, but it's a me, you motherfucking cunt. You are a motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from the edge to toes, you're ain't that stinking cunt.
That was the Nancy Grace song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think she opens her show with that.
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure she owns it.
Gary says he's looking forward to Pride 48 Vegas.
Oh yeah, Gary's going. I think on Tuesday, driving over. So.
Oh, for anybody that's going to be there on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, you have to look at the Pride 48 Facebook page. Betsy Carlisle or Betsy Carmichael would like help, would like help going out on the strip that evening. So you have to go over to the Pride 48 Facebook page and see his post. So if anybody's interested in him, I wonder if somebody should go out and do
part of the quiz show.
One of the Carmichael, Betsy Carmichael, or one of the drag queens should go out and do like a man on the street kind of interview thing. I think that would be hysterical with a video camera. That would be awesome.
Somebody says Betsy need a walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, yes.
Betsy Carmichael needs a walker.
Probably one of those with wheels.
Or a hover round.
Well, absolutely. Do you have the hover round sound handy?
I think I do. I think I titled it Big Fatty.
Right. It could be Betsy Carmichael as well.
I don't see it here anywhere.
Well, that would help her get around in Vegas. Although she seems pretty spry when she comes on the show. Yeah.
There it is.
You're fucking it up.
There goes Betsy Carmichael.
Down the strip in Vegas. Poor thing.
Oh.
I know. I am still. If you're out there listening, before I have to start publicly shaming people, I still have slots to fill for hosting in the hospitality suite. So nobody wants the late shifts apparently. 10 midnight on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
Then you just close the room.
Yeah, don't be afraid to close the room. Chances are everybody's going to be...
Nobody to host. Tough shit. You all get kicked out.
I'm going to bed. Fuck you.
Right.
Well, if there are people there, you just tell them, okay, I'm closing the room, or you're going to tell me that you're going to be here for at least another.
Or you're hosting, yeah. No, I am determined. I will start individually. I've been nice and just been posting on Facebook saying like asking for volunteers, but a lot of people have volunteered and they've been very generous in what they've offered to do. But I need a few more people to step up. So. Anyway.
Well, you know, if I was there, I'd do at least 3 shifts. I usually do.
Oh, good God! Nobody should have to do that many.
Oh, I don't mind because like a lot of times I just enjoy the downtime. I take my crocheting, I go up there and I just sit there and crochet.
Well, and a lot of us are just hanging out there anyway, so it's not like after the cider and whiskey tasting, I'm guessing we'll be there anyway, but I don't necessarily want to be responsible from 8 until midnight, you know?
That's right.
It'd be nice to break it up a little bit.
Well, they extended the hours to midnight?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're 7 to midnight, I think, most nights. Oh. So depending on what's going on, I think the closing show on Sunday goes until 8. So, so I think that we don't start the hospitality suite until 8 that night. But
oh my God! I just saw what Veritable Virgo posted. Fuck you, Veritable Virgo. Ew, Kevin's undercarriage smells like tar. Bite me.
Not if you smell like tar, I won't.
Chew on my washed balls. Oh my God! We have double penetration in the chat room. I think that's next week's porn theme.
Did Ed?
That'd be a good porn theme. Bet you'd get some good stuff.
Squirting double penetration.
there you
I'll forget by next week, so somebody remind me.
I'll try to remember.
I don't post after I only post during the show.
Oh,
I don't do
don't.
the after show. Unless I like it.
I can do it.
On one of the Podcubs episodes, they mentioned triple penetration, but
I've seen it.
They couldn't find a picture of it. Good God, the thing I wonder is like how the hell you do that.
Not how you take it. How do you actually physically get 3 people in there?
Right. I'm guessing it would be a sling, maybe, and
yeah, a sling just makes it harder.
Where did you stop?
I got double fucked at Fist Fest.
Jim, where did you stop posting?
The last 4. I posted one of them.
That clears it up.
So
right
Jim,
under you were fucking it up.
You have to describe how you do triple penetration if it's not with a sling.
You would have to have one on their back,
right?
Then the guy straddling them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
Where's
the
the
guy on
person?
his back. I'm wondering. You know what? You're gonna have to have two guys almost like scissoring, so their dicks are together on the bottom. All right.
I was going to say, I guess if a guy was like cowboy, and then somebody sitting there,
right,
from the front, and somebody else, from behind, you could probably. I guess I could see that working.
Yeah, you're gonna need a big bed. Or 2 guys laying with their assholes touching, so their dicks are together.
Right.
All right, and then the guy sits down on top of it, and then he's got to lean forward.
Right.
Number 3 comes right on top of them.
Just whoop, slips right in.
Slips right in, no problem. Flappy meat curtains.
Alrighty.
That's one of the guys who's been at Fist Fest.
Yeah. Hey.
He's doing that at the end of the weekend.
That should be me today.
Oh my!
I had a blowout over the top fun time last night.
The mental imagery.
Yeah. Bill's very creative. You know, he's fun. He's a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
He's got a fuck bench and a sling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he re-welded the fuck bench, so the fuck bench is now hanging from chains on his sling, and it's a lot easier on your back, but you know I need a step stool to get up on it. It's crazy.
That's kind of like Big Fatty Sling. It sounds like
he's got a sling board rather than a
board. Yeah. I sat on it while he was showing us his room.
Oh, okay.
But
the sling boards are great. I mean, they're a lot more comfortable.
That's what
Bill
he
has
said.
his on an incline. All right.
Yeah, his was on an incline. Oh
my God.
Your
I kept
guy did it too.
What was that?
Says that your ass would look like a sinkhole after that.
So.
Some people get proud of that.
Yeah. You hide your basketball. Let me know if you need to hide your basketball.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
So who's in our chat room? I don't think we ever mentioned, we mentioned people, but I know Ed Chan's there, and
oh, he's back.
Did it change? There was Ed Chan, Dr. Stone was in there for a while.
Right. Virgo. Dr. Stone. That's pretty much Ed Chan.
Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike, of course. Veritable Virgo.
There were other people in there earlier, but they left.
Mm-hmm.
Tim in Alaska popped in before you got here to say hello. Before anyone got here to say hello.
Before he had to run off to the zoo.
He's at the zoo, yes, I know. So.
He went to the zoo?
Yeah, his husband's company picnic.
Right.
Oh, nice. Oh,
It's only like a mile from his house, so
He wasn't too excited. It didn't sound like.
he said he may be listening. He's gonna be. I told him to pretend that he's doing the audio tour,
The audio tour of the zoo.
but actually listening to us at the same time.
Right.
what kind of animals do they have at a zoo in Alaska?
I don't know. Polar bears, I'm sure.
Polar bears, yeah.
Penguins.
Penguin. A walrus.
Well, that's
Eel.
something you don't get at regular zoos. A walrus.
Did you see the
You can just go down to the pier in San Francisco if you want to see them here.
A walrus?
walrus?
See a walrus. Yeah,
Where?
they're not all that uncommon. At the pier over in San Francisco.
Oh,
I've seen them down there.
they're too big.
They scare me.
Well, they are kind of scary critters. I mean, and
Aren't they
I wouldn't-
big? Like, they're big.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge. So,
Yeah, they're like,
Autonomouses with tails. Like,
what are those big things in Florida?
shut up.
Gavins?
Manatees.
Oh. Yeah, those things.
yeah, some of the sea critters are intimidating. So I remember feeling a big seal at SeaWorld. It came up and tried to knock the baseball cap off my head that I was wearing. Because they wanted me to be able to feel it, and the group that I was there with was all blind. We were a bunch of students from the Orientation Center for the Blind.
Right.
So they told us if we wanted to, like, if we weren't scared of the animals, that we could go up near them. So I think only 3 of us volunteered, and we went up there. And I thought it was totally cool, but it was huge, like this big, huge seal. Because I think of seal as like cute little
Fuzzy things, yeah.
yeah, fuzzy, exactly. Like it's
Like big
you
eyes
got a
and
little critter, right? And but no, it was this big like seal. It put its flippers up on the thing and like
Yeah,
it was
they're
kind
bigger
of
than
towering up over me, and it like took its head and I was holding on to it by its neck, and you feel it like bend, and it put its nose under and like flipped the baseball cap off my head. But it was really cute. Like it was playful, and it wasn't being aggressive or mean. It was just entertained, I think. And but I kind of went, whoa, like it's that's a big animal. So.
yeah, I heard they have bad breath. Cross between like a chum bucket, an asshole, and a pussy or something.
Fish. Okay.
They
Yeah.
eat a lot of fish.
They all smell like lesbians.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kim Beaver.
Aw, you're mean.
Oh.
well.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember if I got to touch any other cool animals. They wouldn't let me touch any of the big cats because they had several different types of big cats, and I wanted to touch them, and they said, sorry, they're not, you can't touch them. You have to stay. They had like a rope, and then they had a second like space, and then another rope. So there was like a space created where, people couldn't get close enough to even reach out and touch them. Because I was like, ooh, can I get on the other side of this and at least reach out and touch it when it walks by? And they said, nope. Like, nobody gets to touch those.
So what is? I mean, did they realize that you were school for the blind, right?
Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah,
did
they
they
were given
expect? You were gonna smell it, or?
I do have to say, from what I remember, some of the animals were kind of smelly. So,
Oh, most animals are born.
which it made me a little sad because I remember thinking like, should they be smelly, or is it just that they don't care for them that well? I hope they care for them well and they just smell
Well,
well.
I would imagine in the wild they did. I mean, because they
They roll in dead stuff.
You gotta when they're
mating. So
Yeah.
when they're rolling in their hay or whatever, like if they're in a barn situation, that stuff stinks too. Just hay. Smells bad.
So I did get to touch a giraffe. I think it
Oh.
was. I just remember it was tall, and it felt like kind of like a horse.
Right.
But a lot of animals, it's really hard to tell because they don't feel that much different. Touched a camel. So, what else? That's all I remember from that trip. So,
That's
it was
cool.
really fun. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I rode an elephant at the fair, and I thought that was cool. When they have the like Indian elephant like rides.
Did they have a chair, or were you right on his back though?
You're right on its back. You walk up some stairs and go across a platform, and you essentially step out and just sit down onto like a little, blanketed, saddled kind of.
Oh, okay.
You hold on, and then they walk around in a circle.
Nice.
So my guide dog was scared of the elephants. So
I would imagine.
Yeah.
outside.
Step.
Yeah.
So,
I know our aquarium, the Jersey Aquarium, has a petting tank where the fish will come up, and
They have like stingrays and sharks and things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been over to Monterey Bay Aquarium, and you can touch some of the live critters in there. Like you can touch the rays if they get close enough. I don't think they necessarily.
I mean,
and most of them kind of hide. Like they're not fond of being touched. I don't think.
Not used to it. Not like my asshole.
Wow.
Oh, I should apply to blind school. What?
And we're back to Jim's asshole.
Yeah, right.
It all comes back there.
I remember petting the dolphins, and when you think they feel like a wet watermelon.
That's a good description. I swam with dolphins twice, and the second time I did it, the first time I did it, they didn't quite know what to do because I don't think they'd ever had anybody who was blind like come through on their tour.
Right.
The
dolphins or the people?
Maybe both.
Okay.
But it was cool because they gave us all the safety gear, and they were all worried about me being able to swim. And I'm like, look, I grew up in the water. I can swim, right? So we get out on the dock, and then they tell you, okay, you're going to get you've got half an hour, and, we get to do all these different things, but part of it's just playtime, where the dolphins swim, and you get to touch them and interact. And they said, when you're ready to get in the water, now that we're out of the official, like, training thing, you can, like, take off whatever you want to take off. And they had put me in this bulky, like, life preserver thing that was big and got in the way and was totally awkward. And I'm like, I don't need the damn thing, right? I know how to tread water. I can tread water forever.
Right.
And so I'd, like, strip out of the vest and the safety thing they gave me, and the only thing I kept on was the swim fins, and I jumped in, and the guy, like, there with me was like, no, and I just jumped in. I totally ignored him. Because I think he was worried, since I'm blind, they didn't quite know what to do. But once we got going, like, with the dolphins doing their tricks and stuff, it was totally cool. And that time was fun. The second time...
Was this at the Monterey Aquarium?
No, this was in Mexico, in Cancun.
Oh, okay.
And the second time I did it at the same place, but it had gotten much bigger, right? It's become much more of a touristy thing. Mm-hmm. And they gave myself, and this is back when I was married, so myself and my ex-wife, they said, you guys can have your own trainer and your own dolphin. While the main group is, like, doing stuff. And so everything the main group was doing that the guy was describing, there was a trainer there with us, and he was having a single dolphin, like, just kind of hang out there, and I was, like, holding it in my arms, like, cradled in my arms. And so I got to touch the whole thing and, like, feel the shape of the dolphin. And totally check it out rather than it just swimming by really quick to look at it. And that was so cool. So
that would be amazing.
It was. I mean, it was, and it did kind of feel like a watermelon.
That was the point.
It was so cool though because it was, it just like hung out there in the water, and I was like cradling it, and it was like it wasn't swimming off or anything. It just like hung out there.
Like he found his soulmate.
I don't know. But then we got to do all the fun tricks like being towed with like when you hold on to their dorsal fins.
Yeah.
On the back, and when they put their noses under your feet, and it's almost like water skiing on dolphin noses.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, they like come up behind you when you're treading water, and you put your feet out behind you, and they like push their noses, and you stand up on their noses, and they push you completely up out of the water. I came up to like out of the water up to about my knees, so that's about all the view that's in the water. Yeah, It was so cool. Yeah, that was fun. So, and they do some other stuff like they come up and they kiss you. And they like smack, like give you like a high five with a flipper.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So they come up, they like talk to you and whatever. So it's fun. So dolphins.
Well, they say that dolphins actually have a language, and they're working on trying to break the code, basically. That they can actually like listen to the conversations. Because they say they literally have conversations with each other.
Right. Wouldn't surprise me. So, seem like a smart, smart fish, or at least, I mean, it's impressive to me that an animal that is trained, the trainer can like tell it to do something through some kind of signal, and then it would just hang out there while I'm like cradling it in my arms, and it's not moving. And it did that for quite a while I'm like touching it and trying to figure out the shape of it, and poking at it and whatever, and that's not normal for a dolphin. So obviously it's smart enough to know, like, okay, it asked me to be still, so that the trainer asked me to be still, so I'm gonna just hang out here.
Wow.
So that must mean they're pretty smart.
Yeah.
Well, they also say they have a great sense of things. Like they can sense whether you're a good person or a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm sure that if they didn't like you, that the trainer would have not.
Yeah, like if I was trying to hurt it or do something mean to it or whatever. But I was just fascinated. Like,
no, but I mean, if the dolphin just did not take to you,
I
mean, because they say that about dogs. Dogs can just like sense that you're not a nice person, and like.
Yeah, they stay away.
They just won't even go near you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not you.
my first guide dog that I had barked at one of the guards at the school where I got him, right? And
oops, sorry.
Yeah.
All that ticking. So he barked at somebody. I was outside grooming him, and it was late at night. And all of a sudden, this guy like steps out of the bushes, like, and he's the security guard. And my dog like growled in a menacing, that really low, rumbly, like,
somebody's up to no good
way, right? And I was shocked because I'd gotten this dog, and I'm thinking, is it aggressive? Is it mean? I don't hardly know this dog, and the guy was like, hi, and that creeped me out. I'm like, what is this guy doing, like, stepping out of the bushes here,
Yeah.
Well, apparently he was fired not long afterwards because so many people and dogs didn't like him, and they decided he shouldn't work there anymore. So
yeah, what was he doing in the bushes? Or
I know, it's weird. And when your dog doesn't, because my dog never growled. I had that dog for 5.5 years till he got cancer, unfortunately. But
right.
He was the most lovable dog, and he loved everybody. And I don't remember him ever growling like that at anybody else. Like, it never happened. So I think there was something wrong with that guy.
That's what I mean. Some animals can just tell. But just not. Like that's weird that he would just like come out of nowhere. I don't know. I would find that creepy in general.
Well, it's creepy, especially because you're working in a school or where people are blind and can't see you, And to
Right.
approach that way where you're quiet and you like step out of the bushes, like right there where somebody's grooming their dog.
Like banking one out or something. You know what I mean? Like
No, there's got to be more to it than just a lot of dogs hate the guy. You know what I mean? Like he must have been, it must have been up to something. They don't discuss everybody's HR records.
Right.
You know. So
Exactly.
he must have been doing something creepy.
He probably was.
Or maybe he wasn't a guard at all. You know what I mean? And just to keep the peace, they say, "Oh, we fired him."
Variable Virgo says dogs growl at two things: bad people and the living dead.
And what?
The living dead.
Oh yeah.
Stop watching TV. Get
Right.
into your hobby.
Get out more.
I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
How's the? We don't know what he's doing because he left.
He left already. Oh.
Ran off. So.
No, he didn't run past me yet. Yeah, what did you say? How's the what?
Oh. No, how's the porn going in the chat
It's
room?
all right. Nothing. I'm not a big porn. I mean, yeah, it's all right. People getting fucked at the pool.
Oh, well.
Okay.
More of your vacation photos, right?
Yeah, no, nothing that disgusting. Yeah,
Oh.
this is like big dicks at the pool. This is pretty good. There's
Big dicks at the pool is always fun.
Yeah. These are huge.
How many of them are Photoshop?
These ones look real tonight. What are you doing?
These ones look real, huh? Okay.
Yeah, these ones look pretty real tonight.
They do exist. I've seen a few out there that are, impressive. You just wonder, like, wow, good God. How did that...
It's, like, huge. I love them.
They're fun to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you'd do with them.
Yeah, choke on them usually, which is always good. It's funny. Last night.
I don't like to vomit.
Yeah, not that bad. No, not to the not to the point of vomiting. But last night, for some reason, I don't know what it was. What was that?
The good God, what is Gavin doing?
He's cracking the ice cubes.
Oh, that's okay.
He's making himself another drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Cocktail.
Another cocktail.
No visit to the bookstore tonight, huh?
No, not for him.
He's been drinking.
What's he drinking?
Oh, I said I don't know. I said since he's been drinking.
Oh.
So I know he won't drive once he's been drinking. So.
No, he won't. Did you go last night to the bookstore, Gab?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go last night either. Whoa.
Oh, he's out of practice.
Nah. It's all right.
Oh.
The walls don't hold up without him.
Bookstore will still be there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wow. So what are your big plans for this coming week?
I don't know. I'm not doing much that's exciting. My friend and I are going to go hang out and have some dinner here as soon as we're done with the show.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go find somewhere to go out, have dinner, maybe a drink. And then for the rest of the week, it's pretty much work. And I've just got to, I have a whole bunch of things to get ready for. I don't know if you have the kind of job where if you go away, you have to kind of prepare ahead to make sure that stuff will get done or people know what the expectations are. Otherwise, I told my boss last year that I told her, I said, you can call me in Vegas, but I said, there's a good chance I will have been drinking. And, and the answer could be at risk, and you may not like the answer too.
Yeah.
So,
or somebody else might get the call.
Right. Don't expect me to answer email, and I'll answer the phone if I can, but when it's only noon and I've had quite a few shots of whiskey already.
Nice.
The quality of what you get, or you may get a really, really honest response like, Who gives a fuck about blah blah blah, right? And then I might go, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Did you say that was the director of our department asking that question?
Oh my god, that's a funny picture.
Try not to
There's a picture
work.
in the chat room of a black guy fucking a white guy, and I guess he fucked him too hard. Like he's kneeling at the edge of a pool, and fucked him too hard. The guy flew into the pool.
Nice video clip. That's like the final thing, like, and then splash.
It looks like he's trying to catch him, but oh well, too late. That's funny.
Oh, that's more like real life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of what you see in porn, you're like, I'm not so sure that's real. Like, things happen.
Oh, to answer your question, no, I did not go to the bookstore last night. I just went for a nice long ride around town here.
Fun.
That was it. Called it an evening.
Does it cool off enough in the evening that you can go ride and just enjoy?
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, because during the day it's probably hot.
I put that light kit on and I wanted to go for a ride while it was on, so.
Oh yeah, to see if it turns it orange. Night.
It doesn't. It just makes
it doesn't. Okay.
It looks like you're gliding on a cloud of red. So.
Oh, interesting. That's cool though. At least they can be seen. Because I remember, like you said, the ones last year they couldn't hardly see the yellow ones.
You couldn't see anything at all. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, at least you got advice that from somebody who knew what was going on.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the new ones, and they're also not. The other ones were what they call pods. They're little plastic containers with 6 lights on them.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of stuck out like almost an inch, and one of them actually fell off. It came apart and fell off. So they were just very cheesy. So these are just long strips with lights in them. So
is it more like it's like a rubbery kind of material with the little LEDs inside?
Yeah, and the entire back has the 3M double adhesive on it, so they're not going anywhere. They have no weight to them in general. Even if you're in a bump, they're not gonna. There's no weight to pull them off.
Oh, that's cool. So the double adhesive is already applied to them.
Right, exactly.
So it makes it easy to put them on.
Yeah, it's just got the one side you pull off and stick them on.
Wow, how cool!
And they really, really stick well. So
nice.
The only part I have to finish is there's a where they all plug into is underneath the main body of the bike, and I have to cover where they all go in with
duct tape.
Thick electrical tape, so that they're if any water splashes up from a puddle or something, it won't short them out. So that's the only thing I have to worry about.
Are they specifically made for your bike, or are they okay?
Yeah, exterior. There's
right
for exterior. So
is your bike 12 volt or is it 6?
12.
Okay. So I would say a lot of the big bikes I would think are 12 volt, just like cars. But I know the motorcycles I grew up riding were all 6 volt. So
no, this is definitely because it's 1100 cc's or something.
Right.
Like that.
I mean that's almost as big as a car engine. So
yeah. So.
Or as a small car engine, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I mean I can go 0 to 60 in
an hour,
8 seconds.
No, probably not much more than a few seconds.
Yeah, it's real quick. I mean,
going down the block, right?
It's not like one of those rice burners. There's, the speed bikes. It's not that fast.
Well, but it's the difference between a really powerful sedan that's a big car but will accelerate really fast versus a little tiny sports car.
Right. I mean when I hit the gas and and trying to go fast and shifting, like
Mhm.
literally, I jerk back when whenever I hit the next gear. So
Right.
it definitely is pulling some power. So and
Yeah.
it's been on the highway a couple times, so it's not like it's. I've had it up to 65. So.
Are you comfortable taking it on the highways?
Oh yeah, definitely. On that, yeah. I mean, basically, if anybody's ever ridden a quad, it's as stable
Mhm.
as that. So
I think it's
Yeah.
stable.
it's basically a small bike a small car.
Right.
It's not
What
like
about the bridges?
I think I would have the one I would have a problem with is the Tacony Palmyra because that has the metal grating because it's a drawbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would scare me a little bit, but I'm sure
Yeah, I would say that would be the bridge to go over because it's
to get it
small.
over with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Why are you even concerned about a bridge?
I don't like bridges to begin with.
Philadelphia.
It took me a long time, and living here, you have to get used to bridges. You
Okay.
really do. So
Huh.
you don't have
Yeah,
a
I
choice.
mean, they never bothered me when I drove, so.
Yeah, I don't like driving a car over a bridge. It took me a while to get used to it. Now it doesn't bother me in the least. So, but
No, but driving your scooter, it does.
yeah, I haven't really done it yet. So we'll
Maybe
see.
tomorrow.
What, Tacony Palmyra?
Yeah, we'll go over.
I want to go in that neighborhood though.
Oh, you got to see.
I
You
don't
know
want-
what? I've been finding a lot of shortcuts when I drive in on Fridays. And Richmond Avenue is the best way to avoid 295. And I was like, what am I in for if I go down Richmond? I was fucking shocked. I really was when I went down there because it went through Bridesburg and Fishtown and
Oh, that's nice. That
they
Fishtown.
were not. Those neighborhoods were nice.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked. I didn't think they were going to be as nice as they were. I thought it was going to be like going through Kensington and North Philly.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's scary. May as well just drive through Camden.
Camden might be safer. There's not as many people.
That's true. Yeah, I'll get to it. It's not like I would avoid doing it
Right.
if I
Like,
need.
if you had
if
a
I'm
place
gonna
to
find
go
some-
and there was a bridge, you wouldn't, probably wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it last night, and my decision not to go over there was not so much the bridges but a lot of people were telling me online that like the potholes are still horrible over there. So
Yeah, that's rough on a motorcycle because
yeah, even a 3-wheeler, it's rough. So,
The thing is, yeah,
and it's hard, especially if you're out. Was it late? Like, was it dark when you were riding?
yeah,
You were trying to test
Yeah.
out the lights. Yeah, that's the time you want to have good roads.
right, exactly.
'Cause it's
Unless I
hard.
want to have my high beams on all the time, which really pisses people off because they're LED and they're really bright.
Nice.
They're those ones with the big globe over top of the LED.
hmm
Really, really like powerful.
wow. You know what? I'm gonna go. I have to finish the soup up. I gotta
Oh, okay.
put it
What
in
kind
the
of soup are
refrigerator.
you making?
Don't
I
leave
make
that
broccoli soup.
Like cream of broccoli or?
No, pureed.
Oh,
Pureed
okay.
broccoli. I mean, I could add some cream to it, but I'm
Right.
trying to watch my weight. Oh, it's
Right.
delicious.
So it's more of a broth and broccoli,
Yeah.
or what's the base? Yeah.
Oh, it's water. It's not. It's like more of a vegetable stock.
Yum.
And I just
Sounds delicious.
take the, what do you call it, the upright blender,
Mhm.
and puree the whole thing.
Cool.
the hand blender.
Hand blender.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I should get going too. I want to go get some dinner.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
Sounds
pretty much pooped out, so
Okay.
Well, thanks,
I
guys.
don't know why I'm pooped
Thank
out. I
you.
do nothing all day, so
That's why. All right.
Well,
all right.
enjoy. Have a nice evening.
Have a great week. Enjoy your night.
Thanks. Bye bye.
All right.
Well, next
Bye-bye.
week.
What's that?
talk to you all next week.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Whoop. I guess she's
Hi,
saying
Cookie.
goodbye too.
She's saying good night.
All right. Good night. And